I found hotel receipts for 2 and cornered my husband at our kitchen table. He tried to paint me as paranoid, like I was the problem. Then he admitted the other woman was my sister. 2 days later, my parents heard her confess on speaker. Growing up, my dad treated my little sister like she was made of glass. I got independence, which was just a prettier word for neglect. If she took my stuff, he told me to share. If she mocked me, he told me to relax. My clearest memory is her reading my journal out loud at dinner while my dad laughed until he wheezed. She kept escalating, pebbles in my cereal, my glasses, accidentally, knocked into the sink before exams. Then one night, she followed me down the hallway with a lighter, flicking it inches from my hair and giggling. My dad yelled from the couch for us to stop fighting. My mom came home early, saw it, and went ice cold. If you ever do that again, I'm calling the police. That was the first time an adult picked my reality over hers. My mom tightened the rules and signed me up for self-defense. I got stronger. My sister hated that. She stole the cash I'd been saving for college and strutted downstairs like nothing happened. I blocked the door and said, "Give it back." She smirked. Or what? So I grabbed her wrists, stepped in like my coach taught me, and she hit the floor from pure surprise. She screamed like I'd tossed her downstairs. My dad stormed in, ready to punish me, until my mom said she'd heard my sister bragging about extra money. My sister had to hand it back in front of both of them. College was oxygen. I met my husband there. He was steady, the kind of guy who actually listened. The first holiday I brought him home, my sister flipped on her sweet voice and hovered around him, laughing too loud, touching his arm like it was casual. I told myself I was being insecure. I swallowed it. I got pregnant. We got married. We had a daughter. A few years in, I caught him cheating with a coworker. He cried, begged, promised therapy, the whole script. I stayed because I was terrified my kid would grow up inside the kind of chaos I escaped. Then the travel started. Same city, same vague conference every time. His phone lived face down, even at dinner. I found receipts showing 2 meals, 2 guests, the same hotel again and again. I printed the statement and slid it across the table. He tried billing excuses, then snapped and went cruel. "How do I even know she's mine?" he said, meaning our daughter. Then his mouth opened, and he didn't look at me. Next, he said my sister's name like it was nothing. Again, the room went quiet, like the power cut. Then my knees went weak and I sat hard. Next, he started talking fast, tripping over details. Again, I saw every work trip as a hotel room. Then I grabbed my daughter's favorite stuffed animal and left. The next morning, I called my mom. I went to my parents' house alone first, because I refused to walk into that place blind with my kid. My dad tried to laugh it off, of course he did, until my mom reminded him of the lighter, the theft, the years of excuses. We called my sister on speaker and I gave her one chance to lie. She put on the innocent act, all wounded outrage. Then I said, "He confessed. I have dates." There was a pause, like her mask slipped. "Well, if you already know, what do you want me to say?" she said. Then she went mean. "You were cold. He deserved fun. I'm younger." She laughed and added, "They always liked me more anyway." My mom leaned in, voice steady. "Your father and I are listening." My dad asked, "How long?" "3 years," my sister said, and my dad covered his face. Divorce wasn't a movie. It was emails, calendars, and a custody schedule. I got primary custody, and he got visitation plus child support. He fought like it was personal. My mom cut my sister off, no tuition, no rent help, nothing. My parents updated their will too, leaving her a token amount. The rest went to me and my daughter. When my sister called screaming about my inheritance, I didn't comfort her. I told her she'd been climbing this mountain of cruelty since we were kids, and this was just the peak. I blocked her. I blocked him. Last I heard, they moved in together and fight nonstop. Turns out a relationship built on betrayal doesn't come with peace. My life is smaller now. That's the point. My daughter and I make ugly pancakes on Saturdays. I sleep without checking anyone's phone, and I will never beg to be chosen by people who only love me when I disappear.